Welcome back to week 13 of Giants franchise, everyone. We are going against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are 9 and 10 to our 10 and 1 Giants at MetLife Stadium at 1 p.m. We did have focus players in last episode, and I went ahead and I favorited a ton of players because at this point we are well in pretty much over halfway through the season. And I do have 3 picks. I've already done it, so I will show you guys who it is. The first player that I am interested in is George Villarreal. That's how I'm going to pronounce his name because that is a very sick last name. But as you can see, he is an amazing athlete. He is projected to go in the 3rd to 4th round, but he has A, lead block, B, pass block finesse, and B, run block finesse. So this guy is kind of like a jack of all trades so far. Mainly for my scouting, I have it to where if you have a D and pretty much in any spot, especially important, I guess, areas, I probably won't even scout you, let alone draft you. But that is one person I am interested in. The next person is Doug Shields at defensive tackle, who is a power rusher archetype. I am interested in him because he is a pretty good athlete. He has great to good speed, or no, elite to great speed, excuse me. And then he has B block shedding, B power moves, and A play recognition. If he has B or A awareness and then B or C finesse moves, I mean, this guy is going to be a monster right behind Brian Brooks and Dexter Lawrence. We could even trade Brian Brooks or just have Brian Brooks become the third stringer at the position. As you guys know, Brian Brooks cannot seem to stay healthy, and clearly that's proving to be a problem. He does have superstar development, so Brian Brooks could have value in terms of a getting another pick. And then my last focus player for this week was Cedric Fields as a power rusher and right outside linebacker. The reason he stood out to me is he is a decent athlete, but he has B finesse moves and he's a power rusher archetype. So the fact that he has B finesse moves, if he has B power moves or A power moves, I'm definitely going to try and draft this guy. If he has C power moves, however, that's gonna be a bit of a problem because that doesn't really make sense. And I'm not sure why he would be under power rusher in that sense. But he has good to solid strength. Now, I'm not too educated on what the athletic ratings correlate to the core attributes, but I'm going to assume that if you have pretty good agility, change of direction, the quickness, especially like acceleration, your finesse moves would be up, your block shedding would be up. But as you can see, he has solid to decent on pretty much the fast athletic ratings. So I'm not sure what is going on with this guy, but nonetheless, if he has A or B power moves, he is going to be a steal in the draft. He is projected to go number one, or not number one, but in the in the first round. But regardless, that is our focus player. Now we are going to go to the weekly strategy as we have nothing else of interest. And the Buccaneers look to be good at the passing game over the rushing game. They do have Baker Mayfield at quarterback, so we are going to focus on the short pass. And then for our offense, it looks like the Buccaneers have a top 5 defense. Not top 5 in takeaways, but they do have a top 5 defense. So we are going to try and establish the passing game just so that we're not shut down because the run is not going to cut it. Yes, Tracy is a monster, but at the end of the day, if they are shutting down the run and if we don't have the passing game established, we are doomed. With that being said, we are ready to go into the game. This time we are going to be wearing the alternate classics. Actually, we just wore them. If the Buccaneers have the orange ones, don't they? Yeah, we gotta wear these. There's no way we don't. So we're gonna go with those, and then I'll see you guys in there. Beautiful, beautiful day at MetLife Stadium. The 9-2 Buccaneers face off our 10-1 Giants. Blaine Boone ready to kick it away. He does have superstar development, so I didn't even notice that. And we will, of course, update his ability after the game. But Baker Mayfield is out here with his team. Coming out, looking at his stats, 2,718 yards on the season with 18 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. They're going to start at the 37. Chris Godwin in motion, quickly goes to Cade Otton, the tight end. We are going to meet the offense. Apologies for that. I tend to forget the Buccaneers, of course, have QB Baker Mayfield starting with Glenn Bennett, the rookie behind him. So I guess Glenn Bennett will be learning from Baker with Nate Sudfeld behind those two. Rachaad White starting at running back with Bucky Irving as his backup, and then Sean Tucker as the third stringer. At fullback, they have Andrew Beck. At a wide receiver, they have Amari Cooper. They do have Mike Evans. However, he is injured, so he is out for the game. They do have Chris Godwin at wide receiver 2 with Telvin Johns, the rookie, and then Trey Palmer and Jalen McMillan. At tight end, they have Cade Otton, Shane Heitman, who is a rookie, and Payne Durham. At left tackle, they have Tristan Wirfs. At left guard, they have Dylan Reddens. At center, they have Graham Barton. And then at right guard, they have Daniel Brunskill, excuse me. And then at right tackle, they have Justin Hyde, who is a rookie. At kicker and punter, they have Chase McLaughlin. And then at punter, they have Jake Camarda. 1st and 10 for Baker Mayfield. Looks like they are setting up the run, and it is actually going to be play action pass. This time is going to number 84, Telvin Jones, the rookie, who is a little bit hurt on the sideline, but he gets up on his own. 2nd and 3. And this time it will be a run to Rachaad White. Good for a gain, I think, of about 1. Either about 1 or he got back to the line of scrimmage. Gonna blitz with the linebacker Bobby Okereke, and he's going to get the sack on Baker Mayfield for a huge loss. A loss of about 11. Bobby Okereke pointing at, I guess, the scoreboard, or I guess the down and distance. But it is going to be a punt by Camarda. Jeremiah Webb, I think, is back there to field it. He is. Receives it at the 8, and he'll only return it to the 13. Daniel Jones on the season has 19 touchdowns with 10 interceptions and 2,200 yards. So he has about 1 touchdown more, and I think 1 interception more than Baker Mayfield. So that only tells you the value, I guess, of both of these quarterbacks, as Tracy does have a good run for 9, I think, on the first run of the game. And we will meet the defense of the Buccaneers. At left end, they have Kalijah Cansey with Jordan Willis as his backup. At right end, they have Derek Barnett and then Max Blackman, who is a rookie. At defensive tackle, they have Vita Vea, Ty Swinton, a rookie, and then Justin Cruz, who is another rookie. So those rookies are going to have a good mentor in their early careers. At left outside linebacker, they have Yaya Diaby. I hope I pronounced that right. And then Patrick Jones, the second. At middle linebacker, they have Nate Landman with DeMarvion Overshone and then KJ Britt. At right outside linebacker, they have Chris Braswell with Jose Ramirez. And then at cornerback, they have Jamel Dean, Michael Carter II, Bryce Hall, Isaac Yadam, the former Giant, Christian, I think it's Eisen or Eisen. I think it's Eisen. But at free safety, they have Antoine Field Jr. with Reed Blankenship behind him. As strong safety, they do have 3 safeties with Tyke Smith as the starter, Kirby Joseph behind him, and Jordan Whitehead as the third stringer. 2nd and 10. We will go ahead and run it with Tracy. Cuts it to the inside. Good for the first. Down on the field, Kalijah Kancey will go to the locker room. Hopefully he will be all right. Jones to throw, but he is quickly met by the defensive player. And it goes to the ground. Tracy will get the ball again to work his magic. And unfortunately, he fumbled the ball, but Wandell somehow is there to retrieve it. So we will retain possession. And we're going to send Neighbors on a streak because it is 3rd down and 10. Over the middle is Hyatt. Hyatt receives it, but drops the ball. Hits him right in the hands. And Daniel Jones is not happy about it. 1st and 10 for Baker. And that play goes for an absolute 0 gain for Rachaad White. 2nd and 10. If you guys do remember from season 1, Baker Mayfield completely cooked us. Hopefully that does not happen again. Rachaad White with a run, breaks 2 tackles, one being a hit stick. He again gains nothing. Only gets back to the line of scrimmage. It is 3rd down. Darius Muasau trying to hype up the crowd. Everything is covered. Baker Mayfield throws it away, and it is 4th and 10. Tracy on the handoff, but he is quickly met by the defender on the run. This is quickly thrown, I think, to Wando. It was, and it was quickly dropped. I mean, nothing was open on that play. I kind of just put Wando in a dangerous situation. Wando receives it here again, though. He is good to go. A big gain down to the 46. That big hit did not phase him. Another handoff to Tracy up the middle. Good for a gain of 4. Tracy with the handoff to the outside. Gets the first down. And is tackled on the outside to the sideline by Antoine Winfield Jr. We're going to look for Theo on this play. And he is wide open. Ball is underthrown a little bit, but he is in for the score. Touchdown, Theo Johnson. Blaine Boone up for the extra point. And it is right up through the middle. Good for the score of 7-0. 1st and 10. Will be a handoff to Rachaad White. Isaiah Simmons on the tackle. Rachaad White had 63 yards on 16 carries with 1 touchdown last week. But he gains 5 on that play. 2nd and 5 now. Another handoff, but Dexter Lawrence is quickly there to meet Rachaad White. And Dexter Lawrence continues to be a powerhouse at the defensive tackle position. 3rd and 7. Man in motion. Chris Godwin. And they are going to be flagged as it is going to be a delay of game. A penalty we do not see often. And we're going to go ahead and accept it. So now it'll be 3rd and 12. And we're going to QB contain Baker Mayfield just in case he runs to the outside of the pocket. And he does. He checks it down to Rachaad White. I completely messed that up with Bobby Okereke. So Rachaad White actually picks up the first on an embarrassing play, which will end the first quarter. Your score is 7-0. Start of the second quarter. Baker Mayfield will put him in motion. Amari Cooper. And he's going to go for Chris Godwin, who one-handed catches it. Seemed a bit unnecessary, but it was kind of underthrown to him on the sideline. This looks to be a run on 2nd down. It will be to Rachaad White on the inside. Does pick up the first. So a pretty embarrassing drive for the Giants' defense on that one-handed catch, and then the pickup on 3rd and long by Rachaad White. And it's going to be a pass to the outside intended for number 84, Telvin Jones. but it is incomplete. Baker Mayfield tells him that he is to blame for that, which he is. Rachaad White in motion to the right. Going to be a pass. Baker Mayfield, everything is covered, throws it away. And they got to call intentional grounding on one of these plays, man. Come on. It is 3rd and 10 for the Buccaneers. The crowd getting loud. Baker Mayfield scrambles outside of the pocket. He has about 3 men in pursuit, but it is somehow 4th and inches as he got pushed forward. They are going to go for it as they are well in our territory. And I'm going to pass commit. And it will be a pass. Baker Mayfield scrambles. Deontay Banks in coverage on Telvin Jones. And it's going to be good for the pickup of the first down at the 24. Rachaad White is visibly tired, but he gets the ball here. Breaks the tackle on Dexter Lawrence, but Kayvon Thibodeau pushes him to the ground. Mark Cooper in motion. It is going to be a check down pass to him that's going to lose a ton of yardage. Only 5 yards, but down here, that is a lot of yardage. It is now third down and 19. Going to be a pass. Covering the seam. Everything's covered for Baker Mayfield, and he is going to throw it away, forcing the field goal attempt. Chase McLaughlin, 4-3, is going to be good. So your score will be 7-3 now, and the Giants still have the lead. What a drive by the Buccaneers there. A lot of emotions, but Tracy up the middle, and we're going to try and keep this score alive, the lead alive. It looks like they're stacking the left. I'm not sure if I want to... I'm going to actually run this to the right. It's going to actually work out for us. Tracy does pick up the first. He is now over 50 yards on the day. So he's having a good day so far. Theo Johnson on the drag, beats the man. Good for another, actually not another first. That's fine though. Theo Johnson burned him on the route. Tracy dives for the first and ends up getting it. We have 3 minutes to go in the first half. We are definitely going to try and run the clock out to not give the opportunity to the Bucs to score, but it is overthrown by Jones. If Jones keeps that up, man, I might have to put as it is intercepted. Speaking of putting Peyton Walker into the game, it's intercepted by Jamel Dean. And I think they'll start at the 50-yard line. No, they'll start inside of it at the 48. So Jones might have his job at jeopardy. A pass to Chris Godwin on the check down. Brings it up to the 29. 2.5 minutes to go. Another outside route to Rachaad White. Does get out of bounds, but the clock continues to roll to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 4. It is thrown for Chris Godwin, but Isaiah Simmons and Bobby Okereke there on the coverage batted away. 3rd down now. Everything's covered except that route. Telvin Jones, the rookie, is kind of cooking our slot corners, slot defenders, if you will. It's a screen pass to Rachaad White that is going to be denied on the score, but he does bring it down to the 2-yard line. The Buccaneers are very close to scoring and taking the lead. And someone jumped here. And it's going to be on the Bucs as a false start. They'll be backed up 5 yards to the 7-yard line. So that may be a little bit of momentum. We're going to pass commit. It's a check down to the tight end. And he gets popped by Andrew Phillips. Handoff to Rachaad White. Quickly met by Micah McFadden, who forces a kick attempt. What a play by Micah McFadden, man. So McLaughlin back to kick for the 3 points. It is good. And now it is a 1 point game here at MetLife. Daniel Jones is saved by the defense on that play, or on that drive, as they forced them to only take 3. We are trying to put this downfield. We do have 3 timeouts, and I think pretty much 3 routes of this, or 3 gains of this play right here could get us down to field goal range. Theo Johnson to the outside, catches it. Call a quick timeout. 6 seconds on the clock. That took about 5 seconds, I think. Again, Theo Johnson to the outside. Pass is batted down. Tracy is wide. Jesus, why is he at wideout? Oh, he used to play receiver as far as I'm aware. Pass to Jalen Hyatt is going to be batted down. So that'll be the first half. And your score is 7-6. We're going to go ahead and focus on the medium pass, because I think that actually this game has been going pretty well. And we'll focus on the short pass for Baker Mayfield on the defense. But as I was saying, I do think this game is going pretty well so far. Just got to fix pretty much the mistakes by Jones. But other than that, the game's going pretty well, even though the score is only 7-6. We will start the second half with a carry to Tracy. Something simple. Tracy spin moves to get out of that wall of offensive linemen and a defensive lineman. Tracy run on the inside. Gets pushed into the first. We're going to send Beckham on a go route up all the way down the field. Oh my God, Beckham's wide open. Oh my God, and Jones gets hit as he throws it. What a play that would have been. And Tracy to the outside. Stiff arms a man. It is now 3rd and 3. This run might get stuffed. Tracy, however, finds a hole and finds the first. Tracy deserves a little bit of rest. Unless he's out for a second play, which he is not, so. He is definitely hungry to score. Malik Neighbors wins on the release, but he is there for the catch. And he is out at the 2-yard line. It was definitely overthrown for Neighbors, but he manages to make a play and leap up for it. And catches it, and now we are down at the 2. And pass is just thrown to the ground as Jones is tackled as he throws. Pass intended for Theo Johnson. I almost want to run this. And we're going to run it. Tracy up the middle. Good for the touchdown. Tracy good for 6. Breaks the plane. Blaine Boone on for the extra point. And it is up through the middle, making your score 14-6. First and 10 for Baker Mayfield. Handoff to Rachaad White. Quickly gets stuffed by, I think, Micah McFadden. He breaks a bunch of tackles. Deontay Banks, the saving grace there, preventing a huge run into the end zone, probably. This game is literally one play away from being crazy, and that goes the way that no one intended on the Giants. Chris Godwin is good for 6. And I eat my words once again. Like I said, the game was one big play away from being a crazy game, and there you go. There goes that one play. They are going to go for a 2-point attempt to tie it up. It is a pass to Rachaad White that gets immediately shut down. And now the score will be 12-14 as that 2-point conversion fails. Daniel Jones to pass. Wan'Dale Robinson open on the outside route. Good for a bunch of more yardage after the catch. Down to the 29. Gonna put high on a post. I mean, he looks wide open on this play. And it messed up my route, so never mind. He's not gonna be running a post this time. I mean, that play was doomed from the start, man. Jesus Christ. So the coach is calling about the same play. Theo Johnson up the seam. Doesn't even turn back for the ball. It'll be 3rd and 10 now. This is pretty much kind of a play action pass a little bit. Fake the run. Jones is going to be sacked. Blaine Boone seems confident for the kick. A 60-yard field goal is going to be good for 3. Blaine Boone is going to be literally the MVP of our season. 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Man in motion for the Bucs. Baker Mayfield to throw. I think he was getting sacked on the play. He throws it to the ground. So our defense is getting back there. They're putting pressure on Baker as he's run out of the pocket multiple times. He's gotten hit multiple times. Our defense is just not finishing the play. Pass there to Telvin Jones once again. Baker Mayfield seems to be liking his new shiny toy there. 3rd and 1. Hand off to Rachaad White. Barely gets the first. Hand off to Rachaad White once again. Bobby Okereke meets him at the line of scrimmage, so it'll be no gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Telvin Jones in motion. And it is a pass to Chris Godwin to the outside. I think it was Trey Hawkins in the coverage, trying to bat it down, get a hand in there, but he just wasn't enough, actually. It is 3rd and inches. We're blitzing on this play. I think is Chris Godwin in motion. I mean, what is Tyler Newman doing? El Rubio on the tackle. I don't know what Tyler Newman is doing there, man. Every time, Tyler Newman somehow has a screw-up somewhere. And that pass is good for a big gain to Payne Durham, the tight end, down at the 8. And that'll be the end of the 3rd. It is 17-12. Buccaneers looking to score once again. What a match this is turning out to be. Pretty much the 1st seed and the 2nd seed team facing off here. 4th quarter. Bucs pass there to Cade Otton. It is now down at the 1. So this might be a run play. We are going to run commit. Pass to not pass, but handoff to Rachaad White. Gets stuffed by Isaiah Simmons and company. It is now 3rd and goal. Buccaneers have to score here. Baker Mayfield to scramble, but Micah McFadden meets him. And he is going to be down at the 1. They are going to go for it. And this is a monster play that can change the course of the game. It is going to be a handoff to Rachaad White, and Bobby Okereke is there to tackle him. It is going to be a turnover on downs. Giants will have the ball. Handoff to Tracy up the middle. Almost breaks away for a huge play. Singletary on the handoff. We can honestly run this clock out. Tracy has a lower back strain. We are not going to play with anything having to do with the back, so we are just going to sit Tracy out. We have superstar Singletary here to take over the mantle. He does a good job at it for a gain of 6. As you can see, the rushing defense for the Buccaneers have allowed 102 yards. They rank number 3 in the league. Not today, though. As I was saying, we can honestly run this clock out if we play it smart. As I said before, that fourth down play by the Buccaneers could honestly be the play of the game for either team. Lockhart for the gain of 3 here. Actually, we're going to audible this to a pass. We're going to put Hyatt on a post. Pass for Wandale. It is dropped. Jesus, man. I wanted to go with a pass there because I felt that they pretty much knew what we were running. And my gut told me that they were going to stuff that play or that run. So now it'll be 4th and 4. And we'll punt this away to the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers will have another shot at winning this game. 4 minutes to go. Bobby Okereke to meet Rashad White there. But the defense is basically going to be the deciding factor whether we win this game or not. Pass to Rashad White on the check down to the outside. Man in motion. Will be the tight end. Quick pass to Amari Cooper that gets thrown. I think it's a double coverage. I'm not sure if they'll show the replay, but it is no good with 3 minutes to go. They're going to punt this away back to us. Just like the Buccaneers had a second chance, now we have a second chance to not score, but shut the game out. Under 3 minutes to play now. Singletary cannot find a good hole. It is 3rd and 3. 2-minute warning here at MetLife. Your score is 17-12. We have the lead so far. Looking to shut the game out and go to 11-1 on the season. Buccaneers looking to go 10-2, making us 10-2. So they probably will take over the first place seeding with that, with the win. And it'll be 4th and 1. So we'll unfortunately have to punt this away. Buccaneers have 1 minute and 51 seconds, 2 timeouts to win this game. It is thrown to the tight end, Kate Otten, and it is caught as he gets popped as he catches it, which is crazy to see. Man in motion is Chris Godwin. Underneath to Otten again. Good for 7. Timeout called by the Buccaneers. Pass to Amari Cooper on the, I think it was 2nd down play. And they're going to hurry up now. 1st and 10. Check down to Amari Cooper. 2nd and 2 now. They're going to hurry up. That is their last and final timeout. The Buccaneers have 40 yards to go to break the plane. Oh my God, I switched to El Rubio. I did not mean to do that. Baker Mayfield to scramble. I don't know what the hell he did. He came back. It is 3rd and 4 now. Why is the game not letting me pick a play? Okay, 14 seconds to go in the game. Counting down. 10 seconds now. Baker Mayfield to scramble. And throws it away, so it'll be 4th and 4 now. 5 seconds to go on the clock. And it's going to be down to a Hail Mary pass. Baker Mayfield threw this game. I don't know what he did on that scramble. Baker Mayfield to throw down to the end zone, and it is batted down. And the Giants will win this game and go to 11-1 on the season. Your final here is 17-12. We are back in the menu, and I don't even know what the hell. Okay, so apparently Dane Belton, I didn't call his name once, but apparently he has an upgrade. What did he even? So I guess we'll do hybrid to hopefully upgrade his man coverage. It does upgrade it, so that's good. So now he is at 65 man and 69 zone. That is so frustrating. I mean, he didn't even do anything. If anyone should get an upgrade, it should probably be like Theo or something. But that is the episode. I don't remember if we have anyone injured, but we do not. Push him to week 14 against the Philadelphia Eagles. As you can see, those are the updated stats for the season. And Caleb Williams is leading the entire NFL in yardage. And it seems like, yeah, just yardage. And then, but Patrick Mahomes is right behind him. Kayvon Thibodeau obviously in second place, Tracy in first. We have a nothing of interest in week 14, so it'll just be a cut and dry game versus the 6-6 Eagles. We do retain the first seed as the Bucks drop to 9-3, like I mentioned earlier in the game. But as always, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.